I hate that countdown crap. Don't you? I actually do have a new intro. I just haven't had a chance to. I don't think I've had a chance to upload that yet. But good morning. Good morning. We are live, and I have to find the chat. Where's my chat? There we go. Nope, that's not it. Comments. There we go. Once broadcast starts, the broadcast has started. Yeah, the broadcast has started. Okay. Good morning, Jennifer Hayes. God, y'all, I am so sorry. Again, it's this Evmux, and I got to be honest, I haven't had a chance this week yet to do the research that I need to do. Johnny has researched this thoroughly, and I have not had a chance to look at it. All destinations, Glamorous Closet. Okay. So if I am missing your chat, and I suspect I am, I will apologize. My problem is that I just don't know. Oh, good, Jennifer. Okay, you can see and hear me. Okay, it may just be you and me, kid. I don't know. It might just be us. Oh, good morning, Lynn, Mwah, or good afternoon, Brenda Reed. Tackle hugs. Hi, honey. And Jennifer, good morning, gorgeous. Thank you for the reassurance. Like, I'm here, I'm queer. I'm not queer, but I'm queer friendly. I'm queer adjacent. Um, no, the gang's coming. Yeah, I just didn't I didn't pre-make the video thing, and I just did that at like 2 in the morning. The thumbnail and all of that on YouTube, and set up the pre-recording. So I really do have to do a deep dive and educate myself on this EV Mux this morning, because I've already done a couple of things that were really dumb. Um, so yeah, I just and it's not an excuse, but we had this week that was crazy. My our well, on Sunday, as you know, my oven stopped working. My oven and stove, it completely stopped working. So we spent some time reworking that, and I was working in a kitchen with a microwave and a hot plate around an unplugged stove. Good morning, Ellen. Mwah. Good morning, Ashley. Mwah. And then on Tuesday I had my granddaughter, and then I came home, and my husband had had a root canal that day. That was he knew that he had to go to the government, but he got like uh uh turns out he actually had to have a whole root canal, a whole tooth pulled. So that was obnoxious. And then Thursday our hot water heater broke. And it was just like, and there's like parts of all sorts of different appliances strewn all over my house. And I here we are trying to fix the chaos, and my husband had to finally put the old hot water heater back working halfway until we can get the new one in the house, because he went out to get another one. It was like 8:30 at night, and it was pouring rain, and we're just like, screw it. So Friday night we went out because we needed a break so badly. And then hi, Ashley. Mwah. And then did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Sorry, I got graded last night. Yeah, well, it's okay. It's okay. And it was just a tough week. Good morning, Angie. Mwah. It was just such a tough week. Every day there was something. But we overcame. He got the oven fixed. Yay. He got the stove fixed, because he is very, very, very handy. Um, and then the hot water heater will have replaced on a sunny day, and until then I've got warm water. It's just not like hot. So we're doing good. We're doing well now. And then, of course, last night my beloved Packers just went kaput on the second half. So it was a heartbreaker, but it was the least heartbreaking thing that happened all week. So yeah, I haven't had time for Evmux. I haven't had time to figure out my own technology. And Jennifer, when it rains, it does pour, doesn't it? Yes, when it rains, it really does pour. It really does pour. And again, I apologize for the rough start this morning. My sister actually did send me a beautiful intro and a beautiful outro, and she's worked out everything. And of course, I was the idiot who couldn't figure out how to. I uploaded it. I just don't know where exactly I uploaded it to, and I think I created a different studio. So that's fun. So it's not her, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Which is why I'm like chain smoking on camera because wow, the stress. Wow. That being said, surprisingly, I actually dealt with the stress, and especially last night, I took a night to just center myself and clean my home and reorganize things and get things back to where they were and get things to normal. And I feel so much better this morning. I do. Hope you have time for Mark and Mike later. Of course, I have time. I always have time for Mark and Mike. And for what it's worth, they're on StreamYard. So, I'm just like an invited guest on StreamYard. And that's a system that I do understand. So, we'll do that. I do want to say a special happy birthday to my father, wherever he is. Um, Daddy, I will never, ever, ever, ever um, forget you, and you're always in my heart. And wherever you are out there in the universe, uh, you know, just know your DNA shows up every Sunday. The glam house normal. Yeah, right, right. Brenda, the house of glam, there's just never, we don't have things like, normal. Normal is not even a setting on my dryer. It's not even a setting on my dryer. That's oh look, I got a cup. I got a cup. Yeah. And it's Tiffany blue on the inside. And of course it is thrifted. It is thrifted. So yes, I do have a live with the two old guys vintage and resale tonight. And when I say tonight, this afternoon at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Pacific, and if you're in Great Britain, it's at 9 p.m. your time. So I'll be with the two old guys, vintage and resale, and I'll be doing their auction with them. And they always have a great Sunday auction. I always have a wonderful time with them, and I'm really really happy and honored and privileged to be a part of that today. Look at me trying new things. I know. Carrie, I downloaded your intro and outro, but apparently Evie Mux has like this studio situation, and I entered the wrong studio. Well, so I sort of created a new studio by accident whenever I was trying to do this, and didn't realize what I had done until too late. So I didn't have your intro and outro, and the new thank you, or the old thank you that's been revised um, on this channel today, but I will. I probably will by this afternoon. I just have been, it's been, as you know, crazy at my house with the hot water heater and the oven and the root canal that Dennis had. And, watching my granddaughter on a wonky day. So I had to take time out for that. So it's been a week. It's been a week. That being said, we survive. Oh, I'm going to put this announcement up, Ashley. We survive. We survive, and When you've gone through worse, it's stuff like weeks like this are like, that sucked, but it wasn't like, we know what devastating is. That wasn't devastating. I'm not crying. We made horrible jokes about it and moved on and, worked together to fix the problem. So, Ashley says, speaking of cup, I saw on Facebook Bucky's had a Mardi Gras Stanley type tumbler, and I really want it, but don't have a Bucky's. Asking anyone who would be willing to send me on, I would reimburse and pay for shipping. Pay for shipping was the next comment that I paid for shipping. So if anybody has a Bucky's nearby, reach out to Ashley's Novelties if you can pop by that Bucky's and get her the big cup. I don't live near a Bucky's that I know of. Let me put that out there. I don't know of. If I do, I don't live closely enough to one to get there easily or quickly. Mm. Michael, my angel. Mwah. Sorry. Woo, that was like a firework. Mwah. There are 2 Bucky's within 10 minutes from me. Oh, nice. Glams and the old guys, we're in trouble. Laughter will ensue. Yes. And we have Denise's Magical Emporium, I think is who I'm selling with. And she is hilarious. She's funny. She's got this like dry sense of humor that if you're not paying attention, you won't catch it. And then all of a sudden it's like zing, and you're like, oh my God, she is really, really funny. Hey Nutter, how you doing? Hello. It's good to see you. Ashley said, woohoo, thanks, Michael. So, Ashley, if you and Michael don't have each other's Instagram, or if you don't have a way to contact each other, just pop your Instagram links, I guess, on the pop your Instagram link on here, and Michael can probably copy and paste that. Ellen's Enchanted Emporium. Annoying, irritating, and if you're lucky, a chance to laugh but not devastating. Just the universe letting you know you're alive and reminding you to be grateful when nothing is wrong. That's right. That is exactly right. Yeah, we've had worse. I mean, we've had things break down where we didn't have any money to fix it, or we didn't have any time to fix it. I'm working doubles, he's working doubles, we're trying to make Christmas or, so we've been at positions in our life where, there was just it was just doubly, triply complicated. Now we have 3 kids who want to take a bath, or you know what I mean? So this is, if we really need to, we can rent a hotel room, for a week, and it's not going to make an appreciable difference. Other than the fact that I hate staying in you work in the hotel business for 32 years, you hate staying in hotels. Necessary evil, and you learn to, suck it up and just get through it. But it reminds me daily. Yeah. See, sometimes there are seasons of your life when it's just everything is going to be so super tough. And sometimes things change so quickly, Jennifer, you never know. From an online reseller. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much for that message. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you are in the chat. The engagement does help the channel. I bought a Chef Barbie in slightly damaged package for $3 and it's on Walmart for $70.77 from an online reseller. Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah, Chef Barbie, I'll be darned. I will be darned. I didn't even know they had those. Of course, I should have. They have every Barbie in the universe. They really do. So lately, my husband has gotten into hockey, and I've been watching Heated Rivalry. Coincidence? I think not. What is Heated Rivalry? I'm guessing that's a show, reality show. Yeah, like when your husband just randomly buys a new house and now you have to move cities. Good change, though. Dang. If my husband randomly bought a house, he'd be in randomly so much trouble. He'd take a random ass whooping in the backyard. We'd have a random come to Jesus talk. That would be, yeah. He'd be randomly living on the couch in the woodshed. That wouldn't, yeah. That's we don't do that unless he had, I don't know, unless he won the lottery, and even then, you don't buy in this house. You don't buy anything over like $300 without consulting the other person. So yeah, I would that would be a that would not be bueno. I wouldn't have that. Yeah, I would talk about my sales this week, but they were really below average. I mean, it's mid-month in January now. Well, not mid-month, but it's sort of the after the fresh start of the month, but it's okay. I shipped out 7 orders I think this week, and they were, mostly bread and butter stuff, so mostly 10. I make $10, $15, $20 maybe. Nothing really, crazy. I did sell a pair of Martinez Valeras uh, velvet, black velvet, and gold pumps that went for $50. No, they went for 42, so I got 30 because those are designer. But yeah, it was. I'm okay with my hubby buying random property, but you have to win the lottery to pull it off. Yes. You know what, Ellen? Even then, I'd be like, we better check first. This is our money, not yours. He'd have a random designer shoeectomy. Yeah, he really would. He really would. I would put on my Louboutins and just they'd be halfway up his colon. He'd have to get a colonoscopy to get him out. Kevin literally walked in, said he put an offer on a house, and now we're approved. There's no decision, but it is pretty. You sold a fish? Aw. Oh, a fish plant? Ashley, you got me thinking you're selling live animals on the internet. Not that I was impressed, but I'm impressed with the fish planter as well. I bet it was cute. I bet it was cute. I have we went by my grandma's house, so I have actually some things that were my grandmother's. I have to go back and pick up the blankets that are uh, um, they're starting to fall apart, and so I need to get them, make sure and hang them outside on a dry day and let them completely get dry before I send them to Johnny. He actually is doing a restoration project for me that is going to be probably a year and a half in the making, because he'll take these old quilts. It's quilting stuff that my grandmother and my great grandmother did, that have been sitting in a very damp storage area, and he's going to help me put them. He's gonna redo any stitching that needs to be redone, and then put them on quilts, finish them out, and create quilts from scratch. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money, but it is, in my opinion, totally worth it to save that history from disintegrating, because some of those are just absolutely disintegrating. So that's a project that I'll be working on this year, a family project with my sister and my brother and my cousins, just trying to save my grandma's quilts, my great grandma and my great grandma. So there's like old flour sack, quilts, old wedding ring quilts, really, really historically beautiful things that I want to save. Pastor Glenn from Letterkenny, he's hilarious. He was my favorite. Produced, directed series show about two gay hockey players being heated rivals. Oh, that's funny. Good morning, Al's Pull Shelf Shop. How you doing, Al? Oh, there we go. Good morning, 710. How you doing? Cheers. Happy Sunday. I've been waiting in the other link for 15 minutes. You were hiding. Oh my goodness, Randy, I'm so sorry. I didn't know there was another. See, this is I'm still trying to figure out this Evmux. That's why I haven't scheduled yet the members auction for this month, but I'm gonna schedule that in February now, because I really do need to figure out how to broadcast myself, and then how to broadcast like with other people too. And I had to switch to Evmux from StreamYard. StreamYard just got too expensive. They got too big for their britches. So I'm still learning about Evmux, which was my whole week. I had planned to do like daily things where I watch two of Johnny's videos and then walk through the thing that he talked about, once with the video and then once without, just to make sure I understood it. And that was each day was supposed to be another segment. And the problem that I had was that each day was a total disaster. So, Randy, we do have a members auction. Sorry, coming up in February, and I'll have the final date for that very very soon. And I will make sure and put out a community post, and also I will make sure and announce it on my next live next Sunday. But will be with the two old guys, Vintage and Resell, this afternoon at 3 o'clock on their StreamYard that we've all figured out. So, just when I learn a new technology and I'm like, look at me, I've mastered the technology. And then the technology is like, psh, you ain't mastered nothing. Now I'm going to cost money. You're going to have to go over and learn another one. And I'm like, psh, psh, I learned how to type on an electronic typewriter. Regina and I had a great sale on Thursday. I sold a lot of pretty vintage pieces. Actually sent out invoices number 100 and gave them surprise free shipping. Oh, how wonderful. What a great way to save money on those. And I know I've seen your auctions, so I know that you I've seen your auctions, so I know that oh goodness, that you have good stuff. I need to take the buy it now of Kevin's mom's clothes bin of Kevin's mom's clothes and turn it into a quilt she passed 6 years ago. You know what, too, Michael? Maybe that's one of those things where it could be good for other family members too. Yeah. But yeah, Johnny can do that. Actually, it's expensive, but you understand that it's not so expensive that it's unaffordable for something very very sentimental and lovely, and also that it's well worth it. I don't know why, but oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm telling you, this this EV box is doing weird stuff. Stuff that's like there's stuff that's like popping up in the middle of my camera that shouldn't be. And I'm like, why is this comment covering my face? And then I'm like, is it covering my face to you guys? Is it covering my face to me? I don't know. Look, see, it's just weird. Like I said, it's weird to me. It's just going to take some time. Advice from advice from Johnny too. Yeah, I think so. Al, I do now. That's funny because I didn't even see this comment before I did that. That's hilarious. Yeah, I do now. Here is the link for Al's auction at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. Check that out. EVMux is great for solo or no entry selling. Sucks for guests who need to enter into, though. Ah. Well, hopefully we'll have you. And this is something that I need to This is something that I just need to, figure out. There was a notification after I went live. Oh, lovely. It's the pre-scheduled one. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I haven't had a chance to go through and actually do the tutorials, so you don't have to cut me slack, but I appreciate it. I will be making a salad per the request of your cousin to go along with the lasagna he's bringing for lunch. Oh, okay. Sure, sure. Let's bring you something and two old guys at four. Yes, thank you so much. It's at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, and I will be there. I will not look like this. This is me waking up. Well, buy it now. The reseller goes deep. Yeah, that's true. Off to eat my tea. Aw, I hope you have a wonderful tea. I hope you have roasted things and Yorkshire pudding and onion gravy or something equally delicious or roasted chicken. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday supper, wonderful Sunday tea. Check out Angry Otter. There is his link to his YouTube site. Oh, on the quilts, yes, very much so. I trust him. I had him do one. He's already done one quilt for me. He did a quilt where I bought the quilt top from Marion Hilton, and I got it for like 25 bucks. I mean, it was really super cheap. It was a whole quilt top that somebody had hand quilted. And so I bought that from Marion Hilton on one of her auctions, and she's such an icon. I love her. And then I asked Johnny. I said, "Hey, I've heard. I know that you have a quilting machine. Can you make quilts out of this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can make a quilt out of it. Just send it to me." And I sent it to him, and he made the quilt, and he sent it back, and with an invoice that was, considering what he did, very reasonable, very reasonable, absolutely reasonable, and well worth it. I was going to keep it. I wanted to keep it. And then I thought about I have one of my daughters in law doesn't really, she's not the girl that you would give Chanel shoes. She could give a crap what shoes she's wearing. She's not, it's not that she doesn't have style. She does. She just is not impressed with name brands. She's a little more crunchy than that. She's a little more sort of earth mother than that. And she's really impressed with like handmade things and stuff like that. So I wrapped that up and gave that to her for Christmas, and she was very, very happy with it. Johnny was Johnny was amazing with helping me when I had a lot of questions. Yeah, he's so good. He's very, very helpful. Good morning, Adam. Mwah. I hope the exploits are going well. Kelly, hi, baby. Mwah. Good morning. Random stuff lately, but sales are going well. Sent you a message on Instagram to explain, but the biggest item was a tape player I've had for a while. Was slow market, but got there. Nice, nice, Kelly. I'll check out my Instagram post. Aunt Boo, we love the intro that you did for Becky. Yay! Yay! Is this a free trial or the paid version? This is actually I did the free trial for a week to see if I liked it, and I did. It's a new technology that I still have to figure out, but in general, I liked how it worked. So I went ahead and signed up for the paid version. I've got the basic plan where it's like 25 bucks a month. So I like it. Guests have to keep YouTube open so they can type in the chat. Ah, okay. Okay, so you can copy and paste your own stuff. Yeah, I think it's okay if you send Johnny or somebody a Word doc and they can paste it in for you. Um, I don't know. Oh, defend the hustle tonight. Defend the hustle tonight. Sorry, I'm chain smoking, but I'm like still waking up. Tommy Buffalo Picker. He is he is he is definitely uh, He's the retail arbitrage king. He's the king of toys. He's definitely the Barbie king, and definitely worth paying attention to, giving him a little bit of love. He also does a lot of things for the community, quietly behind the scenes, anonymously. You won't believe the support that he's given to very many resellers, including me. And he's always been very, like, low key about it. And he's just a really, really good, he's a good egg. And his wife is just gorgeous, and she's a good egg. And I like her. So, yeah, if you get a chance, stop by, check out Buffalo Pickers, say hi, tell them Glamo sent you. StreamYard is very good, but the paid versions are getting very pricey. That was my problem right there. Um, that was my problem, Adam, because they were just too big for their britches, and they wanted money for things that I didn't think that they should have money for. I learned that from Randy and Regina. I use StreamYard. I look at Evmux, but it's complicated and not user friendly. That's what I'm thinking, and that's okay. Yeah, yeah, that is why I switched. Looking forward to finally a classic rap. Hope it's a date I'm available. I do too, Randy. I do too. And yeah, I think we're gonna. I don't know. I think I might do it on a Saturday. Yeah, like a Saturday afternoon, maybe, or Saturday morning. I know Angie forgot her channel name was looking to change. I referred her to Johnny's video. Yeah, it's weird. It's just one of those things that you have to learn individual style over brand style. That is definitely her. That is definitely her. She's bougie on a budget. Yeah, she's got great taste. It's not that. It's just, Kylie Kelsey, low maintenance, chill, cool girl. She is very chill, cool girl. Yeah, she's very low maintenance. But like, I'm getting ready to make sauerkraut, a fermented homemade sauerkraut, and she was so interested and so like excited by that. Just saw the clack. Sorry I'm late. You are never late. You are right on time. Little Debbie is fine with me. Smoking is fine with me. Little Debbie is fine with me too. Thank you, Jennifer. The main issue is jumping back and forth between tabs, and Mux requires more working memory, so the computers do not like that. That would explain it, because every time I've got just Mux open, I'm cool. And if I have other tabs open, it goes slower and glitches. I don't know how to get more memory. Snacks, right? Okay, Al says yes. For me, the two negative of Evmux are can't type in chat as a guest, and you can only see 3 comments at a time, so I have to scroll back a lot or I miss some. My chat is great and will tell me. Yeah. And again, it's just going to be one of those things that if I miss, though, I got it. I thought the garlic mints. Tell me about garlic mints. Not that I'm interested. Those are two things that I'm not used to hearing together, but I'm interested. Tom is using another streaming software, I believe. I know that Veronica uses something else. I forget what it was, but Veronica uses something else too. Al can't scroll the comments where there's so much garlic. Either got it. You can't scroll the comments. Happy Sunday. Hope you all are doing well. Sorry for your loss tonight, Grandma. Yeah, it was. Honestly, I was so busy scrubbing my house and getting things back in order, and like high anxiety scrubbing, that I didn't have time to really grieve. See, I thought StreamYard wasn't as user friendly. Yes, it depends on the user. Well, and it depends on what you're looking for from it. So, now is helping mom. She's still getting settled in. Oh. I've been able to get the chat to scroll back to see the comments I have passed. And I was trying to hide from Craig. Not really, where's Craig? I don't know where he is this morning. It's not just memory, it's the working memory that's the issue. What does Al recommend for streaming software? Who passed away? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, nobody. He's sleeping in church somewhere. Didn't we all at some point, though? Didn't we all? Sissy, look, I got a new cup. I thrifted it. Chat GPT says streamables. Streamlabs. Yes, that's what Veronica has is Streamlab. Packers lost. That's her loss. Oh yeah, yeah. The what died? My dreams of playoff domination. Sorry, Ashley. I didn't really. Again, I'm waking up with you guys, so that took me a minute. Yeah, I was talking about football. Yeah, my dreams of wearing my Packers gear into the Super Bowl that died last night. I don't. You can't resurrect it until next year. Did you get that, Jennifer Streamlabs? ChatGPT is known to answer your questions based on other askers' questions, huh? Yeah, go make your coffee. How are you doing this without coffee? My goodness, girl. That's crazy. I wanted the Packers to win. Me too, Ashley. I know. And they were gonna, and then they just stopped showing up in the second half all entirely. And I was just so mad. And then that stupid kicker, and I'm so bad. I want to choke Tyler Loop out. I don't, but I was really, oh God, I was so disappointed in him. So anyway, I've been working hard on a reseller toolkit. I'll have it streaming. It'll have streaming built in once completed. Oh, that is lovely. I'm there. I am there. Just when I learn Evmux, I'll probably be like, okay, I'm switching. There is Susie. Susie has so her taste is so similar to mine. It is crazy. Like the things that she loves are the things that I love. We and I want to be careful and not, we don't go head to head in the chat to bid most of the time, but usually I can tell that we're both kind of biting on the same hook. And it's funny because I'm just like, yep, she's got great taste. In my opinion, she's got great taste. That's me. Have you seen the movie Green and Gold? It's centered around the Packers. No, I haven't seen that. Let me write that down though. My husband probably has. Movie. I have to write movie too, so I don't forget because I have all sorts of things. I did watch. Vagabond something on YouTube. Vagabond something. He's a reseller, and I suspect it may even be Brandon. It might be like Miss Nancy's kid. I'm not sure. But he was talking about bolos, not yeah, bolos that were brands, necklace brands on YouTube, and I was so interested, and I took so many notes. Vintage Vagabond, that's it. Little Debbie or Jennifer, is that Brandon? Is that Miss Nancy's child? Is that Miss Nancy's son? Because those bolos were incredible. There were things that I haven't heard before. Steve Van Bell or Vankel, and the big one KJL. Jewelry marked with KJL. Kenneth J. Lane. Miriam Lane, which I suspect has something to do with Kenneth J. Hans Hansen, Bort Boucher. It's either B-O. Well, I can't read my own handwriting. I think it's Boucher, Boucher, or like Bobby Boucher. There's okay. It is them. Oh, it is someone else. Okay, it's not Brandon. And then Vanderstraten, Kirk's Follies. I had no idea that Signer. It's Ciner. Butler and Wilson. Um, and Yao, I knew as a jewelry brand, but I didn't know it was worth what it was. Some of their pieces. And Juliana DE, I think it is. Yao is YAO. I don't know. She was in the background sorting jewelry, and his whole body was in front of her. All I saw was the little hands and then just sorting jewelry. So I don't know. I don't even know what his name is because he never said his name. I have no idea. He never said his name. Um, yes, Boucher. Yes, Susie. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And there are some brands that I didn't know about. And I had just it's unfortunate because I had just come back from a jewelry sourcing trip that I made with St. Louis Estate Sales. I really love sourcing jewelry from them, especially pieces for uh, auctions where I need a jewelry bag or something. They have some really wonderful names in like they have like one section where it's like 6 tables of vintage jewelry. And it's just 6 tables of vintage jewelry that are some of it's named and some of it's not, but they do like a really great deal on those. Like you buy so many and you get so many extra. And anyway, so I bought like 13 pieces from there. And it didn't even occur to me. I didn't know these names. It didn't occur to me to look for these names, but now I will. Now I'll keep an eye out. But I bought like 13 marked pieces, and there were actually like 20 marked pieces in my basket, and I had to kind of peel back a little bit. Susan and Ryan. Okay. Oh, she used to sell on YouTube with Primetime Treasures. Okay, I remember. Yeah, this is where, and here's the thing, what they're showing you is in real time what's selling on eBay that week, like what the highest sellers are. So they're basically taking like the top 20 sellers. And there were some things that I knew. Chanel and Givenchy costume jewelry are worth a lot, a lot. So there are some names that I know. Schiaparelli. Jennifer sold me a piece of Schiaparelli before, which was worth way more than she made me pay for it, which was wonderful. D&E is Deliza and Elster. Deliza and Elster designed for Juliana. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea, guys. Some of these names were just brand new to me, and I was grateful for them. So I can't wait. I've got 2 other videos that I want to watch of theirs, and I'm really looking forward to them. But I have to do my Evmux homework, guys. I do. I do. Good morning, Patrick Murphy. What's up, my brother from another mother? How you doing this morning? How you darn? As Johnny says. I hope things are going well, and tell Mitzi, mwah. There's little Debbie. Raquel, good morning, sweetheart. How are you, my love? Hello, it's good to see you. The Welsh girl. Hello, good morning, the Welsh angel girl. Hello. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I hope things are going well in Welshland. Um, we have we have just such a relaxed format on this show, guys. So we just I just don't think that you should have to I think that for auctions, you should put your always, if you're selling something, you have to put your best foot forward. And everybody eventually has to take a shower every day anyway. So, that's a, that's my next step. But for brunch, no. Mm-mm. It's an as is thing. Come in your pajamas, sit down, have some coffee, have a mimosa if you've got one of those handy. Mm. Pull up a chair and let's BS. Dibbly doo. Scarlett lives next door to the Royals. Yes. Do you live next to Buckingham Palace or a different palace? They have like 20, don't they? They have like all these. Kensington House or uh, Westminster Palace? I don't know. I know they've got Westminster Castle. I know they've got castles and houses and palaces everywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, I'm currently in my pajamas, just being comfy till my sale. That's the thing, Al. That's the thing, and I hope you all are. I hope you're all relaxing and having a good Sunday morning. Um, I was told once by a fellow reseller who was, was felt that they were in the position to give me advice. It's not anybody that you guys know, I don't think. But I was told once by a fellow YouTube reseller that I needed to have some more structure. That I needed to have, structure and segments of my show. And I'm like, that's not who I am. I'm not the structure queen. There are 20 billion structure queens out there. I'm not that guy. So yeah, welcome to the chat. Welcome to Life is Messy. Let's be messy a little bit. For God's sake, it's Sunday morning. Who wants to get up and be, you know, crazy? There is Susie's link. If you like classic good taste, I recommend it highly. Robin, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Hi, bye. Good morning, honey. Her name was Susan Debbie. Jennifer, hey, girlfriend. Jennifer. Jennifer. Yeah, I'm just chain smoking this morning. Mm. So I have an issue and I need input. Every time I use mascara, I look like a bandit. What is going on? I'm doing it wrong. Carrie. Oh my God. Debbie, I recommend starting with if you're not used to mascara or if there's something wrong with it, maybe start with like clear mascara or a very, very light brown and do just the tips. Just the tips. And until you feel comfortable working around your eyes. Because sometimes it takes that you have to do that comfort level. And or you could do what Jennifer says and just don't wear it. I mean, you were born with eyelashes, so you know you could use those. I have really teeny tiny short eyebrows. Not eyebrows, eyelashes. I have really teeny tiny short eyelashes. Always have. Never had like the big row, double roll of curly eyelashes, and not like that. And yeah, we did give the exact same thing at the same time. Right? I'm telling you, she is my twin. She's my twin. She was just born 8 years later. Um, Real thick and wide, and then you won't notice the mascara. Jennifer. This is so funny. This is so funny. Oh my God. I don't know why, but that just tickled the crap out of me. I love it. I love it. old lady face is happening. It is not little Debbie, and nobody's looking at your face if you've got those twins out. Mascara is supposed to be a hint of color, not spackle. I, I was born in the eight. I was a teenager in the '80s, Michael. Sometimes it has to be spackle with me. Sometimes I like the spackle. Sea bandit. That was just so. Number one, I have hooded eyes. It's a little tougher with hooded eyes, and not tougher. You just have to do it differently. When applying mascara, keep eyes really open and don't close for a bit till it dries. Apply in small swipes at time to build up length. So there is some advice from Randy about mascara. Me too, Debbie. Me too, and some, yeah, yes, '80s. Yeah, they were fun. They were fun for makeup, but wow, I look back and I'm like, it's a miracle I don't show up like a clown in all my pictures. If you draw on Joan Crawford eyebrows, nobody will look at the lashes. You can do like the big YOLO. I think they're called YOLO. I don't know, or yeah, I don't know. They're like big McDonald's eyelashes. Like they look like the Golden Arches. Or yeah, slash Groucho. Don't line the bottom lash line with eyeliner. As we age, it makes the eyes look smaller. Also, try to use an eyelash curler first. It'll open up those eyes. My sister's pretty good at makeup. She watched years of makeup tutorials because she develops crushes on gay men. So yeah, she knows of which she speaks. She's you, what was his name? Wayne something, Carrie. Who was that Wayne guy that you had such a crush on? I remember he was like a makeup dude. Eyeliner is my enemy. Sometimes it can be mine too. I like MAC eyeliner where I can just I usually just put it on top and yeah, just kind of blend it in with my mascara line. But that's a me thing. Sharpie brows, right? Unfortunately, as one ages, those dang lashes will not curl anymore. Mine won't. Well, I think they get shorter too. They break off more easily. Your gay boyfriends did teach you. They taught you so much, though. You could always tell people you're a raccoon furry too. Because gay men are fabulous. Every single one that I am friends with is. I can tell you that. Mine are like family. Mine are family. And yeah, absolutely. They dress better, they smell better, they're more interesting to speak to. I mean, I could go on and on. They spoil you better. If they give you a gift, it's a thoughtful, wonderful, like tasteful gift. It's always, I don't know, I feel like gay men do everything better. But I am, you know I have a special place in my heart, not anywhere else but in my heart. My other special place is a grandpa, Wayne Goss, and he's still my hall pass. Wayne Goss, that's it. Yes. I mean, he would be a hall pass. I'd be like, look, if you're feeling curious ever, just, call me up. The Spock look or the Whoopi look will make eyelashes inconsequential. That's true. You're like, wee, like just shave off the eyebrows and nobody will be talking about. I've seen those get ready with me videos. Watching the women put makeup on their face looks like they're putting on a 10-year together a 10-layer dip. It can be. Yeah, you got to I mean there's a lot. I took you more as a Wayne Brady kind of gal. No, no, Kelly. She loves her gay boys. You got to be gay. Use a dark blue liner for the top inner portion of my lid. Try to go across the eye. We like him too for musical reasons. We do. Sorry, outer portion, not inner. Question 2, white eyeliner on the inside. Sometimes I'll use it to if I want to make my eyes look larger. I'll use it on the inside at the waterline of my bottom, at the bottom of my eye. But I have to be willing to put up with itchy eyes all night when I do that. So yeah, gay curious. I think a lot more of Hollywood is gay and gay curious than anybody realizes. Or maybe people are just starting to realize with the whole Diddy thing. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to get a copyright strike. Just go watch how they do it on TikTok, Debbie. He came out as bi. There was a whole news segment on it. Really? Oh, that explains it. We knew we loved him. We just didn't know why. No, he's musical. We love it. Just wear shades and be the mysterious lady in the room. There you go. Also, here's a trick. When I'm not in the mood to put on eye makeup, I use a very bright red lipstick. Y'all have seen it. I use a very bright red lipstick, and I do like a little foundation, a little rouge, bright red lipstick. I don't put a thing on my eyes except for maybe a little eyeshadow in the corners, just to kind of, let you know that I have some. And no mascara, no eyeliner, no nothing, but a bright red lipstick, instant dressed. You are dressed up. Some of Rachel Strickland's oldest videos is about makeup. Huh. I did not know she did makeup videos. That's interesting. How interesting. Hope with Hope Spines also, or Hope's Thrifts. I don't remember the name of it, and I was actually a guest on that show once. Um, but Hope's Thrift Finds. Anyway, she also started off as a makeup thing. She had hundreds of makeup videos. I am from the 60s. We don't need no stinking video to learn how to apply makeup. You got a mirror, right? But Diddy is abusive and not the kind of curious we celebrate. Yes. No, I think he was talking about Wayne Brady, but yeah. I usually wear red or whore red. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because I'm telling you, red lipstick and a pair of sunglasses, you are good to go, honey. Yes. I am very familiar with horror red. I bet you are. I bet you are. But enough about your sister, Patrick. I'm joking. Enough about Carrie's sister, really. Pardon my French. I will not pardon your French. I enjoyed your French production. Yeah, I'm like I said, it's I was looking at my mother's my mother and her sisters, some of their old black and white pictures from like the 50s and the 40s and even like the 30s and the 60s, and mostly it was just red lipstick. That's it. You put on a bright red lipstick, you're ready. You're ready. Good morning, Glenn. Hi. Good morning. I hope church was good, or I don't know if you're headed to church or headed home, but I hope church was good and Sunday dinner slaps. I hope it's really good. And then he's saying hello to the chat. As the French teacher in the room, I see no French in the chat. Hi, Jen. Hi. Oh, I've got your video. Well, I've got Veronica's video where she met you at the bins, saved in my watch later. Guys, Veronica Mitka met uh, Jen, the French teacher. I think that's the French teacher, Virginia. Um, you're out of church, okay? And there is Patrick Murphy's link. So I wasn't sure if you were Jen under another name or if you were okay. Yes, it is you, the French teacher, Virginia. Yes, yes. We're planning another. Oh, you guys should. it's so much fun when you run into somebody. I ran into Gorgeous at Goodwill in a fancy neighborhood, and we had so much fun. It was so nice to meet her. And anytime that I've met up with other resellers, like like the two old guys, Kristen, Rural Squirrel, Angie resells. All of that, yeah. Red is not advised for older gals. The color bleeds into all those fine age lines, and suddenly you're a clown. I don't know. Check out Iris Van Herpen. She is still iconic, and she is old, so old. So yeah. Plus, I take advantage of a slightly fuzzy camera, so yeah, I'm okay with being a clown. I'm okay with being a little bit of a clown. Had cha-ching in church. Sound was off. Oh, had a cha-ching in church. Sound was off. Oh, my lipstick doesn't bleed. Yeah, if you get the all day wear, once it sinks in, bam, it's done. It's there. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's the like Revlon has a color stay that you can start off with in the morning and literally have to wipe off your makeup at the end of the night. Your lipstick. So they have a good one. L'Oreal has one too that'll stick with you. Or use lip liner. Yes, definitely. It defines the edge and the actual lipstick stays on the fuller part of the lip. That is true. That is true, Randy. So, and that's what I do. I use like a little bit of lip liner, an all day lip liner, and then an all day lipstick, and then I'm done. Use a good nude liner with the red lipstick. That is very good advice. My lipstick soaks in by 30 minutes and looks like I never put any on. Mm. Yeah, we were talking about like a really bright red lip, but yeah, sometimes sometimes it'll literally like you're like, okay, I'm gonna need two layers of this because it's just soaking right into my soul. Where do you go to do eyebrow tattoo or microblading? Uh, I don't know. Anybody have any ideas? Certain you have to call like 20 different tattoo artists to get eyebrow tattooing. They are very, very cautious about doing that. Microblading, I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. I maybe like a yeah, someone you trust. Someone you trust. Yeah, I my eyebrows are my mother's, so I actually have to fill mine in a little bit. They're thin and I don't know. I've never had to trim them. Um, I know a woman who got eyeliner tattoo, hard pass for me. Esthetician, yeah, an esthetician. Um, Although there are cosmetics that you can use. They actually have eyebrows that look like little hairs, and if you have the patience to do it, you can paint on the little hairs. Yeah, and I unfortunately I really don't mess with my eyebrows too much. I fill them in a little bit before a show because they disappear, and I want to look surprised. Oh my goodness, it's such a surprise! Like that. Tattoo ink around the eyes can cause issues. Yeah, be very, very, very cautious about. I wouldn't do like a permanent tattoo on my face at all. But I say that, but Pam Anderson did, and she looked great. I don't know. Although her face looks naked now that she's like a full vegan. A hint of eyebrow and is actually more flattering. People do that. Facials often do blading. My mom has makeup tattoos, did eyeliner and brows. Oh, I thought about doing mine. I think it's done at a spa instead of a tattoo parlor. There are specific places that do them, estheticians. Yeah, it lasted probably 10 years. Okay. It sounds to me expensive. But Ellen, I think that's a great idea. Go get henna. See if it's an eyebrow that you actually want to live with. Because once you get it, there's no I think once you get it permanently tattooed with ink, there's no going back. So I think, if you got henna, maybe, and just tried out a couple of different styles of eyebrows with henna. I know a fellow French teacher who had her. I know a fellow French teacher who had her eyeliner tattooed on. She had to get it redone every 5 years. Wow. No thanks. I'll just my Mac stick. That's it. Not having needles or anything sharp near my eyes. Not unless I absolutely have to. My mom didn't have any problems with makeup tattoos. And that's great, but it's not guaranteed every time. My eyebrows and eyeliner are tattooed, but that was decades ago, so I fill them in now slightly. Yeah. I didn't know that. Aw. Thank you, Raquel. They have fiber applicators to make eyebrows. They are non invasive. Huh. I'll be darned. Well, kids, it is about that time. I really do have to shower, and I have to touch up my nails. I haven't had my nails done this week, so I have to touch them up before the auction, and also yeah, I'm making stuffed shells for lunch, and get my homemade cabbage kit ready because I'm going to be doing that either tomorrow or the next day. Um, So I just wanted to say, no matter where you go, no matter whether you have tattooed eyebrows or makeup eyebrows or no eyebrows, no matter what your eyebrows are look like, no matter what your lipstick looks like, do not forget, don't you ever forget, just as you are, Glamour loves you, just like you are. And yeah, that's about it. Have a great week. Mwah. Bye, guys.